Hi, I'm Brian Cummins and you're watching Live Prog.
Welcome to liveprog.com. As you know, with Live Prog we embrace all music, all bands, whether they're signed to a really major label or whether they record the albums on their own. However, we do have a soft spot for the true independent musicians because, well, they don't have it easy nowadays. It's very hard, to sell your CD, especially if you worked, a long time on it, spent a lot of energy and money on it, and, someone puts it on the internet and, there you go, no more sales. How are you going to make money for the next album? So it's not easy, and therefore, I like to help them as much as I can. Now, one really true independent musician is Jos Wernars. He is working for many years under the name Us. His musical past dates back to 1975 when he started, but in early 2000s he really started with the band Us. And they released altogether 9 albums. It wasn't easy for him because along the way they went down from a full band to a trio, to a duo, and now he's doing it solo. And, a couple of albums he's done completely on his own with little help from his wife on the vocal parts. But other than that, every music you hear, all the vocals are done by him. And here we have album number 9.
It ain't much I can offer for being alive, as I balance between all the struggles in life. Leaves me telling you this in a wink and a sigh. I took the one road less traveled, like 2 roads diverged into wuthering heights, into shadows of green and fading daylight. I stopped at a moment, I noticed
the road less traveled. Now, we can't say that that is the road that he took because, he's been down that road a couple of times, creating music on your own. And, when I got the album, I have a lot of albums from the band Us, or Project Us. And I have a soft spot for him because I really like his songwriting. I think Jos Wernars is a very good songwriter. Also the lyrics, he really brings a story, brings certain topics and forms the music around it. And, he does a great job with that. And, you may seen Feeding the Crocodile. That was a review I did late last year. Also from Us, from Jos Wernars, and that's an album I like. But one of the things that is notable on these albums are the long, epic tracks. And with this one, it's, nothing different here, because the title track, with which the album opens, is already 20 minutes long. The album contains 4 tracks. As I said, the first track 20 minutes, and the other 3 tracks are around 12 minutes each. So, quite a lengthy album, although altogether you're around, less than an hour of music. With the long tracks, you gotta know how to do it because, you don't want to end up having a boring track, a repetitive track. But Jos did a great job with the songs on this one. They're very interesting to listen to, a lot of layers, a lot of interesting twists and turns in the music, also the instruments he used. Of course, I know he hates it, but you have that, Genesis vibe in it. Sorry Jos, I had to mention it, I know you're bored of it, but, I find it's a compliment because I don't think it's really a real influence, but a similar sound, but then completely molded in his own way. So you don't hear any other band's influences in it. No, you hear Us on this album, that's for sure, but I had to mention it, sorry. Okay. lot I can say about this. I mean, if you're familiar with the work of us, then you'll probably know, well, you probably will like this one. If you're new to us, well, definitely check out some of the albums, they're very nice. The only, well, point of criticism I have, although I don't think it's completely fair that I say it, is the production of the album. If you compare it to all the albums that I've seen, and I think there have been like 20 or 30 new albums that have been released only in this year, the quality standards are very high these days. And of course it's all about budget, and of course I understand that, well, not everybody has a big budget to spend on the recordings, but I would really see a little more well, improvement in the production, and well, maybe there is someone willing to help out on this one. I mean, there are a lot of good musicians that are willing to help other prog musicians, so maybe it's time to, you know, team up again, because, well, that's, you know, you notice it, and that's the thing about it. I mean, song-wise, you know, the compositions, the way he plays or sings the songs are very good. No comments there. It's merely the production, but of course I understand, I know by myself, well, I know that in this case it is a budget issue. Either way, well, I hope that that is something that can be improved, but if I look back, you know, as I said, it's very difficult for especially independent musicians to keep on releasing an album, especially if you have to do it all on your own. So kudos to Jos for keeping up the work, keep doing it, keep releasing and writing new albums. So, well, I'm very confident that there will be a 10th Us CD in the future, because the potential is there. So, well, support the independent music and support us.